As I was saying on the last video, I was mobbed on my workplace or at my workplace. And what was really shocking to me is that I was a counselor. I was working with a bunch of other counselors, social workers, case managers, and these are the people call when they're being bullied. They aren't supposed to actually bully, and they definitely aren't supposed to gang up on you. But this picture is a really good depiction of what was happening to me. And it's a very good picture of what happens to people, period, who are workplace mobbed. Now, a lot of people spend a lot of time studying the people who bully, and they can tell you all about their traits and stuff. Basically, in a nutshell, they're narcissists. And one of the biggest traits you'll find with narcissists, besides the lack of empathy and self-centeredness, one of the biggest traits you'll find in pretty much all of them is jealousy. So a lot of times people, if you say, well, I was bullied, even worse, a gang of them bullied me. Well, people are going to assume that your self-esteem is low, you're weak, they're going to really sum you up as being a little bit on the pathetic side. When actually, I tend to think that it is just the opposite. There's something about you, something positive that these people are feeling. Usually it's one person who's a leader, and the others are really called trained monkeys because they pretty much just follow. Because they really don't want what is being done to them happen to you. I'm sorry, what's being done to you happened to them. So they go along with the leader and they try to take you down. It's kind of like out in the wild when a pack of wolves decide to go against or to the predators. That's the best way to put it. The predators. But don't ever let anybody try to make you think that they tried to get at you because you were weak or anything negative. No, they came after you because you were better than them, period, in a nutshell. Whatever way you want to define it. You might have looked better, you might have been more competent, you might have had a higher moral standard somewhere, somehow, you were better than them. And the fact that they packed up on you kind of conveys it also. They couldn't come at you one on one. They had to have strength in numbers. In a way, you could look at it as, shoot, it took like five of them to get me down because I was there, I was on it. Well, I mean, that is a way to look at it because that is the truth. I mean, if it was just, in my personal case, if it had just been my supervisor, well, that would have been difficult because that's a supervisor, period. But she did not come at me directly, not until she had all kinds of backup. And the number one backup was the person sitting right beside me who was her best friend. So things happen. And what I have learned from this is that if you have so many positive traits, I mean, yeah, I'm patting myself on the back and I'm telling you, pat yourself on the back. Because if you have so many positive traits, these people have decided to gang up on you and get you down, then you're too good for that job. Now, last time we spoke, I said quit, and I have to let me clarify what I mean. Quit as soon as you can. I mean, don't just jump up and say, screw you, I'm out. I mean, unless you have the finances to back it up or the situation is just so horrific that you can't help it. And these people will lie on you. They will try to get you in trouble. So you might have to do it. They will get together and say, he did this or she did that, and the numbers are against you. So I'm not telling you to quit. I'm telling you to examine the situation and you might have to quit. But what I'm also telling you is there is a solution. Okay? The solution is take those positive traits that you have and direct them to building something of your own. to taking care of your own family, because you can work on a job and be the perfect employee, and even if nobody bothers you, when you get finished, you have some of the income that you would have had, whatever your pension may be or whatever Social Security, you won't have as much money as you had before. You'll be older, you'll be tireder, and the job will not even miss you. Not for very long. They'll just go hire somebody else because it's not yours. If you start your own business, if you have something that's yours, that's a legacy. That's something to leave your children. That is something that shows them independence and self-respect and not relying on another human being to feed them, you know? And that's far more important than you manage to survive. And the modern workforce, and maybe it's always been like this, but the modern workforce is really like a jungle. It is like going in there and just trying to find out what kind of animals you can be around or what kind are gonna attack you. And if there's a lead monster animal person who's gonna incite the others to gang up on you. And it happens a lot. And it hurts a lot of really nice, not nice, kind people. So avoid being hurt like that. Start a business of your own. Okay, I'm going to provide a link in the details beneath this video. So this particular business would be your business, but you wouldn't be working alone. You would receive training and assistance, and the thing is, you would in turn do the same for others. Now, like I said, I was a counselor. So to me, the ideal of helping others is really, really important, because I look at whole communities and I think, well, if these people would actually help each other or find a way to look out for each other, you would not have all the difficulties. If you could find a way for a single mother to say, okay, stay home and take care of your kids and still have an income that is not you're not relying on the government anymore. I think that that would be a wonderful thing. And if it's a wonderful thing to you, you could start off and then you could go out and assist people in your area who need that kind of help. So please, for a $40 investment, you can help help assist a whole community. Now, what other way can you say something like that? So please click on the link below for more information.